Hollywood hasn't quite returned to normalcy just yet, but with this potential resolution of the writer's strike, we could be seeing more lights, cameras, and action here at these studios in the near future. Good evening and welcome to a special edition of Grady News Source. I'm Sailor Betts. Population continues to grow throughout Northeast Georgia, and that affects these counties both socially and economically. During tonight's panel discussion, we hope to navigate the balance between civilian concerns and economic benefits. There's good news in show business tonight. The WGA unanimously approved Sunday's tentative agreement with the AMPTP. So, as of 3:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today, September 27th, the wait is finally over. The writer's strike has come to an end. For interference with commerce by attempted robbery, Crumpton faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. For false statement during purchase of a firearm, Crumpton faces a maximum of 10 years in prison. Cincinnati police just wrapped up a press conference here following that officer-involved shooting in Madisonville last night. Last year, Athens-Clarke County Police reported 11 fatal crashes in the county. This year, that number has risen to 16 crashes so far, resulting in 17 fatalities. The Barrow County Sheriff's Office is hosting a Back the Blue cruise to raise money for a summer camp they sponsor each year for at-risk youth. The pumpkin patch will be open from noon to 7 p.m. on Sundays and from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. on the remaining 6 days of the week. I'm joined now by Lindsay in studio. Lindsay, that's a large number of bags to pack. How long does it take those volunteers? Looking ahead for your local 5-day forecast, there's a 50 to 70% chance of rain on Thursday and Friday, but it's looking to be partly cloudy on Saturday and Sunday. With the exception of Saturday being a bit warmer, temperatures are staying relatively consistent throughout the next 5 days. Just after 11 a.m. Sunday morning, Athens-Clarke County Police responded to a shots fired call in East Athens, just north of the Athens-Ben-Epps Airport. The North Georgia Folk Festival is bustling with personality and history. Grady News Source reporter Aidan Coulter shows how folk is more than just a casual word, but an important aspect of rural North Georgia culture. I'm Sailor Betts with your Grady Daily. It's October 9th, 2023, and here are 3 stories you need to know. The United States has condemned attacks by Palestinian militant group Hamas and confirmed the nation's support for the state of Israel. Hillel at the University of Georgia is hosting an event at 5 p.m. tomorrow, October 10th, for the community to gather and process. Anna Steingart, the Deputy Consul General of Israel to the southeastern United States, will also be in attendance. The calendar for collections by Athens-Clarke County has been affected by today's observance of Indigenous Peoples Day. For the updated schedule on services such as compost, garbage, and recycling collection, visit accgov.com and search Indigenous Peoples Day 2023. Plus, the NBA is back. The NBA preseason began with the NBA Abu Dhabi games this past Thursday and Saturday. The Minnesota Timberwolves defeated the Dallas Mavericks in a 2-game sweep. Former Georgia Bulldog Anthony Edwards was out for Minnesota on Thursday with an injury, but he scored 13 points in Saturday's game. For more on these stories and the latest Northeast Georgia coverage, tune into our Grady News Source broadcast live at 5. I'm Sailor Betts with your Grady Daily. It's October 18th, 2023, and here are 3 stories you need to know today. President Biden's meeting with Jordanian, Egyptian, and Palestinian officials originally scheduled for today has been called off. This comes after a Gaza hospital explosion killed hundreds. The White House has confirmed that Biden met with Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu this morning in Tel Aviv to, quote, discuss the situation on the ground, objectives in the days ahead, and what Israel needs to defend itself from terrorism. In discussions, President Biden also made it clear that we do not want to see this conflict widen, deepen, or expand. Plus, the International Olympic Committee is adding 5 new sports to the program for the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles, California. With the IOC listing baseball and softball as one combined sport, baseball, softball, cricket, and lacrosse will return to the Olympic program for the LA 28 Games. Squash and flag football will be making their Olympic debut. Here at the University of Georgia, you can find baseball and softball teams at the varsity level, men's and women's lacrosse teams at the club level, and flag football teams at the intramural level. Finally, with the holiday less than 2 weeks away, Halloween-themed community events are ramping up. The Athens-Clarke County Sheriff's Office will be hosting a fall festival featuring a haunted house beginning Thursday, October 26th. The fall festival on Friday, October 27th will include fall food, games, and activities like hayrides, trick-or-treating, and more. The haunted house will remain open for a preview night on Thursday, October 26th, and a final night on Monday, October 30th. The Sheriff's Office will be accepting canned good donations on site. All of the week's events will take place at the Sheriff's Office Training Facility on County Farm Road. For more on these stories and additional Northeast Georgia coverage, tune into our Grady News Source broadcast live at 5. This Thursday evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., the Athens-Clarke County Sheriff's Department will be hosting an event with free child car seat checks. The event will be located in this parking lot of Cornerstone Church, Athens, here at 4680 Lexington Road. Now, there are several common misconceptions when it comes to child car seat safety, including expiration dates typically found on the bottom of those car seats. That's just one piece of information Sheriff John Q. Williams is looking forward to sharing at this event. I'm Sailor Betts, and I'll have the full story with Grady News Source live at 5. It's time to buckle up, Athens. The Athens-Clarke County Sheriff's Department is hosting an event with free child car seat checks. It's an event that has been ongoing for over 10 years. The event is held in partnership with several agencies and organizations across the state of Georgia. Sheriff John Q. Williams is grateful for how their collaboration makes this event possible.
No one person, no one agency can do everything by themselves. So just being able to have somebody that, deals with these things daily to partner with you, to make sure you have the right information, but also help you have those resources to get it. So, we're able, because of our partners, to give away some free car seats.
Lynn Campbell recently purchased a car seat for one of her grandchildren. As a parent of 7 and grandparent of 12, she understands how there are common misconceptions when it comes to child car seat safety.
I just remember I probably was not as diligent as I should have been about making sure my car seats were safety on down the line, because we passed stuff on, not even thinking anything about it. And it was one of my children that told me that car seats actually had an expiration date on them. So I think that's phenomenal that they're doing that.
Expiration dates typically found on the bottom of car seats are just one element of the information Sheriff Williams looks forward to sharing at this event.
Nowadays, it's more about the kids' height and weight than just the age, because a lot of people just assume, he's in this grade, so he can come out of the car seat, or, she's this big, she can come out of the car seat. And that's not the case. When the people come out and we can talk to them, and when I see the faces light up and say, oh, I didn't realize that, when you know that it's got through, that's the favorite part.
The event will be located in this parking lot of Cornerstone Church, Athens, here at 4680 Lexington Road. The event will run from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on September 21st. In Athens, for Grady News Source, I'm Sailor Betts.